If you're doing a sample Survey123 entry of a snow note, so I have the snow note we completed last year at 4 mile snow course. So I'll have this pulled up to the side as I enter in the data, and I will also share this snow note so everyone can follow along. So first, I'm going to open up Survey123. Take a little while. And I'm going to navigate to our snow course data entry form right here. And upon entering, you'll see kind of these instructions. So we always enter data through the inbox tab. So we'll open that up and then you select the snow course you're entering data for. And prior to entering data, it's always good practice to refresh the inbox. It'll give you the most current version of the form. And once you submit data, it'll also remove it from the inbox. You have to refresh it to get it back in for the next round of data entry. And internet connection is required to enter or submit data. But if you're in the field, you can enter it and then save it in the outbox and upload it later when you're back in service, which you have to manually click through to do that. So we always recommend doing it from the office. It's just much cleaner and easier to sit down and enter data, but definitely verify the numbers are accurate on the snow note before leaving the field, per usual. So I'll open up the inbox, and the snow course I'm entering data for is 4 mile. I'll type that in and it pops right up. So I'll click on that. But I refreshed it earlier, but you always want to click that first before you search the snow course. All right, so I'm going to open it, and I have this pulled up, and I'll get this on my other screen just so I can get all the metadata entered. So yes, I'm entering some measurement data, and then I'll enter in the date when I did it. Snow course was not bare, so this defaults to no, and we did not bulk sample. But if you do bulk sample, it'll give you instructions. You enter the total weight, then at the end, then you have your tear weight. And so you just enter in the measurements essentially, and then it does the final calculations for you. So our weight of the empty tubes, which we took before measuring, was 32. Didn't have any general observations, and I don't have an overview photo on hand, but if you want to submit a photo of the snow course itself and kind of the conditions on the ground, you can do that here. You can either, if you're in the field, you can either click the camera, take it live while you're there, or if you're back in the office, you can upload a file. All right, so we're going to start entering the data here. As you'll see on the snow note, we kind of started at sample number 10. Kind of start in reverse order, and you can enter in either order. The order really doesn't matter as long as you get them all in. But I'll start from 1 just for the sake of the example. The snow is 28.5. Length of core, 1.5. Weight of tubes and core, 39.5. Mission remarks, evidence ground. Then we didn't have a plug, so you'll see on that snow note there wasn't any subtractions for the earth plug or dirt plug. And yeah, and you always want to click through each one of these tabs. Sometimes it won't run the calculations unless you manually kind of get through all these. So I usually kind of tab through them all. Yeah, quick look at this. Make sure everything's good. Then I'll just keep hammering through these. So feel free to zoom ahead if you want, if you got it down. As you'll see on this one, we had a resample and I just entered only the sample we're keeping for final calculations. That's there's no point adding the ones you scrap in the form. So just kind of keep it clean, only add the ones you're keeping and fall within the quality control ranges of density and other parameters. And it'll be the same deal with this one as well. Just entering the sample we kept that fell within the ranges. Then yeah, it's kind of nice to ample or enter the sampling condition remarks just so like if it is resampled, it's kind of good to have a note in there. Or if you get an earth plug as well. Just kind of adds to the quality of the measurements and what's going on. And it's good to take a glance down in here, make sure everything's falling within range. It'll throw a flag if there is an issue, if something's out of range. Oops. So yeah, that's the last sample I'm entering here, and just another quick glance. Then instead of hitting this plus button over here, you're going to click the tab arrow here at the bottom, and that'll get you to the final calculations, summary of measurements. So here we go. We have measurement date, time. I always like to check it here, and then I always like to verify with the right site. So 4 mile is the proper snow course measuring data for. And here it has the averages. So this is what we'll see come through in our snow measurements table. It's these numbers here. Density range is under that 5% threshold we're looking for. And if you do see an error in here, it's kind of nice to at a glance look through all these as well. And then, yeah, here's a photo. I already had it uploaded, so it's already in there. Verify it's the correct one. And then this is a required field. You might have to scroll down to find it, but just want to verify the photo has been taken and or uploaded. And if it's not, just a reminder to send it to us at our email. So, and that will conclude the data entry. And on this last page, it's kind of a list of reference material. Here's all of our contact information. If you have an issue, you can just email me direct here, give me a call. And yeah, just some web links. We'll maybe upload some more stuff here as we kind of keep doing more informational stuff like this. And then just some friendly reminders on snow sampling and just kind of the guidelines we're looking for. So yeah, if that's all good, you just click check and send it now if you're online, or if you are doing it from the field, you can save it in the outbox if you're offline. So gonna hit send now and it should be sent off. So thanks for watching this, and thanks for sending data through Survey123. And don't hesitate to reach out if you have any issues. I'm happy to help.